Right, hello everyone, welcome back to my vlog for the drive-in, and we start with a really good song. Last time I got distracted and started playing GTA. So today, I mentioned before that I actually swapped my car. I had a Ford Fiesta, 2-litre diesel, 2010, and the new car I got was a Renault Clio. The Fiesta was black. The Clio was blue. What I'll do first, I'll try and get a car which is similar to that, and then the main point of the lesson was continuing some emergency stop stuff, but that kind of didn't happen. We drove all the way to the place, which we tried before, but it was full of little kids, and there was like these caravan folk about. So then we drove all the way back, and we were like going over some crossroads basically, and I already understood crossroads, so it wasn't really an issue. What's going on here?
Man, I just got that bike! That asshole took off my bike!
Oh shit, sorry!
Shit ain't worth it.
I'll give you your bike back. This guy.
Hey, you fucking got it! Thanks, man. Seriously, you saved my ass.
Yeah, no problem. That's what bikers do.
Fucking awesome.
Ah, forget it. I gotta pretend like I'm a good guy sometimes.
Cool. Whoa. Right, let's get back to my car. Last time I made mentions I was looking for the blister car, which is quite similar to the cars which I drove, and I'll try and find it, but I'll try not to spend too long looking. Oh, I went on this road before, didn't I? So, all the other lessons. Oh! This is going out of town though, isn't it now? Would I be daring? Go down here. First person, of course. Oh god, I hate to do this in real life. Right, I can barely see where I'm going. Oh, sorry. What's this? What's this? Ulster. Oh, is this a university? That must be. Okay. So the blister kind of looks like a Honda Civic, I think. It had a sort of black bit at the front, kind of like their headlights. Yeah, I was going to do bay parking in this area, but things didn't happen that way. What's this? Is this a blister? Well, although honestly, it's not far off the Clio. Yeah, let's go with this. I'll try and spray it black. Black? Blue. Oh god, look at the bloody ashtray stuff. Oh, this dashboard is actually quite hard to see. Like, there's a spray symbol. I'll have to go over this way. Oops, oops. So, yeah, if I go right. Are you waiting? Cool. Whoa! Okay. This sprays. Auto repairs. Hello?
What brings you in today?
I would like to spray this blue, please. Let me just get a picture of the Clio I had on my actual training. But before my test, I wanted to just remind myself on the ancillary controls and such. And I actually downloaded the manual for the car, so I could like just look at it before the test. Cool. Okay, so this is fairly similar to my Renault Clio I learned in, I guess. So obviously the front of this doesn't look like a Renault. So it was a Renault Clio Petrol Iconic 5-door manual, power assisted steering, air conditioning, anti-lock braking system, dual controls, electric front windows, adjustable seat and steering wheel, spacious interior, dual airbags, an easy to read dashboard. Why is this car jumping like? Look at this. What's going on? Anyway, so drove to a place to get used to the car. It was quite different to the Fiesta. It was a bigger car. It wasn't bad to... What are you doing? It wasn't bad to drive, but because it was newer, the handbrake was a lot harder. Smelled like a bitch. But also because it was new, the clutch wasn't as hard to push as the Fiesta was. So yeah, that affects you changing gears and everything. But in general, it was fine. In terms of its response, I mean, it's probably not a difference between a diesel and a petrol, and I've explained this to a few people and they're like, no, that should be the opposite. I mean, possibly it was just a difference in engine, but I found the Clio a bit more sluggish to get going, and I also felt that the steering was lighter. I didn't actually say before, but the Fiesta I had to like jimmy my legs to get in. This had the same problem, if not worse. I think just because it's so low down to what I'm used to with whoa, what's it? Oh my god, is she alright? Idiot. One of the main differences it has, it didn't actually have a key. Oh, that was hard. It didn't have a key, it has a card. You actually didn't have to put the card into anything. It also had a feature where it would stop and start itself if you stalled, and that confused me a little bit. So we drove to the place where I practiced emergency stop. Couldn't really do very much because there was kids about, and the instructor thought it wasn't really safe to do that. But it was fine. You might think that was wasting my time and money, but it was. I think it was like the 8-mile trip I mentioned before to one place for me to get used to the car, and I did actually get used to it quite quickly. And then it was on with Crossroads. The deal with Crossroads is no one really has priority unless it's on like a crossroad on a main road. There are some rules to follow. It'd be good if I could find a crossroads where there wasn't much traffic so I can just explain. Oh shit. The car is what? Evil? I know there's crossroads here, but this is mainly about crossroads which don't have traffic lights, and I think all the ones in this game have traffic lights. I mean, possibly areas like this. Well, it could be any junction really, because all the US roads are square.
Auto glass repair, auto glass replace.
You think that chip's too small to bother about?
What's this guy doing? What's this guy doing? What does that say? Serbian bad guys stole all my money, please help. Can I talk to you? Sorry. Sorry! Oh god. Of course, another problem is, from my point of view, if I'm trying to explain Crossroads, it's like completely opposite, and some of these roads are quite specific in how they work. What you're seeing might be wrong, actually. You'd have to bear with me. Go? 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 I've not listened to this radio station before. It's not bad. Well, the traffic lights don't last long, do they? It's always disconcerting, these camera angles. I wish I could drive a bit more gracefully. Oops. Oh! So just find somewhere quiet, and there's hopefully no traffic. When I was told I'd be getting the Renault Clio, I thought it would be the small variant, which people know about. Like I don't know what, 2007. Yeah, this'll be useful. It's a shame there's traffic lights. Don't park next to a fire hydrant. Thank you. I only recoloured it. As a driver, you will encounter junctions known as crossroads. Crossroads are a place where two roads cross, really. It is important you learn the priorities at crossroads and how to deal with them safely, whether you are driving on a major road or emerging from the minor road. So with these set of skills, you'll be using the mirrors, your signals, your junction skills, and your judgment. So as I mentioned, it kind of depends how the road is. The roads I was doing was in my town, and they aren't traffic lighted, but there's like a main bit which goes through, and you can tell it goes through and has priority because of the give way markings on the road, which in the UK are usually like little rectangles which just go across it. And on one side there's an actual stop sign because visibility is so bad, it's actually right in the corner with a chip shop. So you have to stop because there's no way you could see. It's just a closed junction. And then on the other side was just like a normal junction. So it was a crossroads, but it was kind of slightly different. So if you're on the bit of road, which is the main road, and obviously you have the priority over that. Where are you going? Can't really show you. It's like here, it's all traffic lighted, and you go when the traffic lights tell you. I mean, these sorts of crossroads are dead easy. As long as you know where you're going, and like this is stopping everyone at every corner, but some of them in the UK lets the ones in front and back go first, go at the same time. So when that happens, you have to enter the junction and wait and give way to those coming on your right. This is so difficult to explain when there's nothing visual to show you. Possibly these smaller streets? Let's try there.
Hey, Holmes! I dig that car, I
Oh, thank you. Everyone's really nice about my car. Did you just take a photo of it? Because you can't trust people when they do that. They might be after your car.
Drop it on your ass.
Drop it on your ass. Oops, my battery is low. Yeah, apologies if my controller suddenly stops. Turn left. Oops. So I know that was very quick, but what I did then, okay, it was slightly wrong, but I waited for the car on the other side of the road to pass first before I went on. You can't just pull out because that isn't your
Try and remember something. It didn't happen. Your recollection is
this advert.
entirely
This advert is distracting me. I'm thinking here. Why is everyone being so nice to me today? I didn't think people in GTA were nice to each other. Although saying that, okay, I've not played this game very much, and I'm not done the story. But what I have played at the start, I actually enjoyed playing it for not going around and shooting everyone. You know, just sometimes it's nice to simulate just driving about, doing errands. I know it sounds incredibly boring, but I mean, compared to San Andreas, for example, I don't know, it just has a slightly different vibe, and you don't feel like everyone's a twat because they're a twat. Right, so this is where I've got us to. There's no traffic lights here, so this might do nicely actually. I'll be doing this slowly because it gets dark. Damn it. So this crossroad doesn't have traffic lights. The road I'm on, the bit of road I'm on now, I would say that I have priority over it. Why? Everyone's taking photos of my car! Why are you doing that? Well, thank you. I thank you. Getting distracted by women telling me I've got a nice car. We have priority over the other cars, so what that guy did there was a complete twat. And that means if you want to go straight on, you can just go straight on. I mean, obviously look before you move, just in case people pull out, because people do pull out. You have to make allowances when you're driving. You have to be calm. Try and be calm about it. And if I wanted to turn right, which should be left in the British roads, you can. And because it's right on the thing, you can pretty much just go. So, we're on the priority road, at the crossroad, just be wary, but we can go because we have priority. So, straight on. Why did you go? That's why you look. Straight on, and that is fine. And if we wanted to go right, left in British terms, you would signal and you can go right because we have priority. Not really a fan of this song. How do I do? What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? Why are you doing that? Come on, you want to chase me? Come on. So this is a bit where we don't have priority, so we have to let those go first. And then when it's safe to go...
You fucking idiot!
This is difficult to explain because so much keeps happening. On this lane, we can only go forward. Wait for those on the main road to go, and then go. So that's easy. If you have a stop sign or something like that, you just wait until the priorities can go and do that. So there's a crossroad ahead. Please turn left at the crossroads. So on this particular crossroad, I have to go into this lane. It's a stop line, so always stop at a stop line. Give priority to other cars which are going straight ahead. Yeah, I'm sorry if this isn't making sense, guys, and It is really, really difficult to explain. But that's the gist of it. Crossroads are actually quite simple. You sometimes get crossroads where there aren't any stop signs or traffic lights or anything. And in that case, it is pretty much no one has priority. If someone has to cross your lane on an unmarked crossroads with no stop signs, they can't do it unless you move. This is so hard to explain. Right, let me just pull up and get my thoughts together. Ah, good. This is a 2-lane crossroads, and there's a stop sign. So excellent, excellent. We are on the main road of the crossroads. To the left and the right are minor roads, and we can tell that they're minor roads because there's a stop line there. Yeah, if we're going straight on the major, you basically, as you're going, have a quick glance. We're on the major road bit of the thing. We're going straight on, so just quickly look, and check no one's pulling out like they're doing here, twat. And that's how you do it. So again, the main road, quickly glance both sides and check that no one's going to pull out on you like all these people are doing. But we have priority here. But so we're on the main bit of the road. These cars are going that. We want to turn right, so wait for them to pass, then turn right. There we go. Perfect. Done. Again, let's go on a main road. In this instance, we want to turn left. Pretty much do this as normal, indicate, etc. And then we are priority, so go. So on the main bit of road again, we want to turn left ahead. So pretty much go there, quick glance, turn left. Boom, done. So that is pretty much it, and that would work for a crossroad which doesn't have traffic lights and have stop signs. That's what you generally do. So the only other bits which you would need to do is if you're on a minor bit of the crossroad and you wanted to join a major. But that pretty much, it's pretty easy again. It's a stop sign, so we have to give way to those coming from the right and left. And when it's clear, go. So if I just turn around and do it again. So give way to those on the main bit of the crossroad. Right. And then when it's safe, go. So that is minor to major, going straight ahead. So minor to major, turning right. Same principle. On the minor road, we have to stop here. So in this case, I would have to be in this lane. You give way to those on the main bit of the crossroad. And then when it's clear, go. Minor roads to major roads, turning right. So in this case, we have to be in this lane. Always stop, because it tells us to. And when it's clear, go. But if there's something coming straight, something want to join our bit, because we're going to technically cross over their lane, we have to let them pass. Really, I want to wait for a car to... Right, here we go. So hopefully this car is going straight on. So in that case, let's go first and then go. Would you stop ruining my explanations? This is actually the best time of the morning to do it because there's less traffic. Right, so we're going to turn right. So be in this lane. Always stop because that's their priority. And then if one of their cars is coming straight ahead, because we're going to cross over their lane, we have to give way to them. Oh, you bloody turning! Indicate! Game! That's what way? Right. That's what you do. I know it's quick, but that's what you do. So then, minor to major, turning left, because it's on our side of the road. Like with the other one, you don't necessarily have to do anything. Minor to major, we're turning left. In this case, we stay in this lane. We stop at the stop sign, because it tells us to. And then when it's clear, from this side, go, 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 white car, white car. White car, you had priority. That's about as in-depth as I'm going to be able to get this, guys, because I'm just bad at explaining it. But that is essentially it. Hopefully it made sense to people, and I'll probably leave that there because I'm getting a bit wound up because of my explanatory skills. That was Crossroads, and that was a new car. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.